would say that I feel like everything rises and falls on leadership. And so when you have the right people making the right decisions that represent the body of players that you have, good things will happen. And until that happens, you'll see what you see.
So, lads, in bad news for the Unrivaled League, Kelsey Plum has not, she's pulled out, which is not good.
Unexpectedly, Kelsey Plum has explained why she isn't playing. Her statement follows Caitlin Clark's announcement that she won't be playing. It appears that hardly any stars will be performing.
Kelsey Plum announced that she will no longer be taking place in the Unrivaled 3v3 basketball league. I decided to not take part in the inaugural season of Unrivaled in order to take some more time for myself this off season. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating.
While the league's 3 versus 3 structure promised to revolutionize women's basketball, Kelsey Plum's decision to withdraw from the Premier League startled many and prompted a heated public controversy. Plum made it known that she would not be participating in the league, and now that there aren't many stars left in the competition, everyone is trying to find replacements. What will Unmatched do to change the league as it stands? Fans aren't showing much interest in watching.
Lads, I'm going to be honest. What is going on with Unrivaled? Like, the way the league's going, it is just madness. It's madness.
Plum stressed her dedication to her career, especially in the WNBA, where she thinks she has more to prove and where her allegiance resides, but she also clarified that despite the league's grand vision, she had severe concerns about its structure and future.
Kelsey Plum is no longer participating in Unrivaled this upcoming inaugural season, and boy, does that leave a huge gap on their team and in the league.
The league's financial stability and long-term viability were among the main reasons given by Plum, who acknowledged that she had doubts about the league's ability to survive without the presence of superstars like Caitlin Clark and herself, given its star-powered foundation. Plum voiced worries that the league might not be able to sustain the amount of interest required for it to succeed.
She could potentially be starting on a new team, so I'm pretty sure she wants to be grounded in whatever decision she decides to make. She also deserves a break after winning back-to-back championships, Olympic gold medalist, playoff run, business launching, jerseys being retired.
While Caitlin Clark, the undisputed face of women's basketball, was expected to attract large crowds, sponsorships, and media attention, her absence is a devastating blow that leaves fans doubting the league's viability. Without Clark, the league loses its main draw, a generational talent who could have raised its profile on her own. Plum's desire to ensure her career was in a stable and supportive environment outweighed any potential short-term rewards the league offered.
That Caitlin Clark refusing to join the Unrivaled Basketball League doesn't have something to do with this. All right. Now, I'm sure Kelsey Plum will never admit that. Nobody will ever know it. But the moment that Caitlin Clark decided not to join what is going to be a DOA, a Dead on Arrival Basketball League, a 3x3 league that nobody is going to watch, the moment that Caitlin Clark decided not to join that league was doomed. All right. Now, if she'd have played, do I believe that her games would have drawn a fairly decent viewership? Maybe 500,000 people would have tuned in. But let's be real. Does any of us really expect this league to draw more than, say, 150,000 viewers?
Plum's choice increases the already mounting ambiguity because she is still one of the most identifiable and marketable personalities in the sport. Her absence, along with Clark's, heightens concerns that the league lacks the star power to captivate spectators. A'ja Wilson, another marquee name, is also missing, which exacerbates the issue. Many fans have predicted that the league may not exist as a result of the lack of well-known players. Fans and analysts alike are raising concerns about the Unrivaled League's financial stability, citing poor ticket sales and declining interest as inevitable consequences as it enters its third year without Plum Wilson and, most importantly, the WNBA's electrifying star, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's passing, however, continues to be the most devastating blow, casting a lengthy shadow over the league's future.
It has now been reported that Caitlin will not be playing in Unrivaled. This is from ESPN, so that seems to be a legit source that she's not playing. We all suspected it, but I just wanted to.
The biggest name in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark, was supposed to be the cornerstone of the league's success, bringing fans, sponsors, and excitement to the court. However, her absence has cast a shadow over the league before it even begins, leading many to question its ability to gain traction without her star power. The 3 versus 3 format was hailed as a game-changing innovation meant to offer fast-paced, high-energy matches, but the lack of marquee players like Clark is already stifling excitement. Fans were excited to see how the format would showcase elite talent, but without the sport's most captivating player, the league risks losing its allure.
Veteran dump divers, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they wanted us to believe that the WNBA...
There is growing conjecture over the league's strategies for surviving without its main attraction. Not only is Caitlin Clark's absence a lost chance, but it also creates a noticeable void that jeopardizes the league's ability to retain other top players. Additionally, the euphoria surrounding sitting out has given way to suspicion. Is the 3 versus 3 format possible? Thrive without its best players? Or will the LUF fail before it even takes off? While Angel Reese may be competing in the best league, everyone's attention is on Caitlin Clark, whose decision has changed the discourse surrounding the league's sustainability. Fans are proud and supportive of Clark's decision to decline, seeing it as her standing hard against the very players who had previously sought her, despite the league's desperate attempts to convince her to participate by paying her an outrageous sum of money.
Caitlin Clark, aka White Jesus, aka Jesus Clark, has shut the door on all of the speculation that she would be participating in the Unrivaled League. Caitlin has said, I'm not going, so quit asking. I'm not participating. Deal with it.
The irony is evident. Many of the players currently leading the league were formerly critics of Clark before realizing her unmatched influence on viewership and fan interaction. Without her, the league would struggle to create the excitement it needs and lose its largest appeal. Despite Angel Reese's inclusion, people have already started to wonder how the league would maintain interest. Unquestionably, Reese is popular, but the excitement around the games feels empty without the intense competition with Clark to anchor the narrative, which exacerbates the situation. Fans are asking if the league can ever move past its inability to sign Caitlin Clark, an error they are now beginning to regret, as Kelsey Plum has also decided to opt out in favor of resting until the WNBA season. Many people are doubting the unparalleled league's capacity to create enthusiasm in the absence of Caitlin Clark, which has already significantly damaged the anticipation around it.
Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power because the Great White Hope, the only chance that Unrivaled had to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, yesterday afternoon, Caitlin Clark, she officially rejected their offer.
Being the undisputed face of women's basketball, Clark's absence creates a void that no other player in the league can fill. Her influence goes well beyond her abilities on the court. She is a generational star whose influence attracts fans, media attention, and financial support to any competition she plays in. Without her, the league's buzz has noticeably decreased, making fans and analysts doubt its chances of success.
Caitlin Clark says no to Unrivaled. Guys, I got some of the best news in my life when I woke up and saw that article that Caitlin Clark had said no to Unrivaled. And I'm so glad she's letting these women know, man, I'm bigger than all of you guys. I don't have to play with you guys. Y'all need me more than I need.
The league's overall appeal has been called into question by Caitlin Clark's decision to leave. Her explosive play style and record-breaking performances have made her the most marketable player in the sport, and her mere presence could have given Unrivaled a new degree of recognition and legitimacy. Fans were thrilled by the prospect of Clark leading this ambitious new venture, but many have been disappointed by her absence, which suggests that the league doesn't trust it to live up to its claims. Issues with viewership, the league's capacity to draw in a sizable audience in Caitlin Clark's absence is seriously questioned. because Clark's absence eliminates not only her exciting performances, but also the captivating rivalries and stories that accompany her engagement. People who may have tuned in to watch her play are now wondering if the league is worth their time. There is just no thrill of watching her compete against other elite players or even rule in a brand new format.
Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now. And this is just data. This is just objective facts. Be mad with data.
Another significant worry is the financial ramifications. The league's business strategy probably depended on the ability of players like Clark to attract large audiences in order to sell tickets, land sponsorships, and get media attention. Without her, these revenue streams are predicted to suffer, and sponsors and broadcasters might be less willing to spend money on a product that doesn't have the star power to attract sizable audiences. The fact that the Unrivaled League was founded on a model that relies on star players to attract spectators and media attention is one of its biggest problems. Although there are gifted athletes like Angel Reese and Wilson involved, none of them have the same cash as Clark, whose names alone could have generated buzz. Without these players, the Unrivaled League runs the risk of seeming like a diluted version of the product that fans were promised.